2 drivers, 1 session, and a whole paddock stunned. Oscar Piastri rockets to the top in FP2, while Lewis Hamilton earns the title of Hero of the Day in a twist no one saw coming. What happened in Barcelona? And what does it mean for Sunday's showdown? Welcome back to Fuel Up Daily, where we dive deeper into Formula One than ever before. If you eat, sleep, and breathe racing, then make sure you hit that subscribe button now because things are heating up in Catalonia, and you won't want to miss a second. Barcelona, a classic on the Formula One calendar and a true test of car performance, balance, and driver finesse. It's often called the benchmark circuit because if your car works here, it'll work almost anywhere. And in FP2, we got a headline that caught everyone off guard. Oscar Piastri, the quiet rookie-turned-contender from McLaren, set the fastest lap of the day with a blistering 1 minute 13.641 seconds, beating the likes of Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris, and even his own teammate. McLaren, fastest? In Barcelona? Yes, and it wasn't a fluke. What makes this more jaw-dropping is the consistency Piastri showed in the long runs too. His pace wasn't just about a light fuel glory lap, he was genuinely dialed in. And McLaren might just have found something big in their latest upgrades. But that's not the only surprise. Coming up, we'll unpack how Lewis Hamilton earned a standing ovation and a heroic title, without topping the timesheets. If you're loving this breakdown so far, give us a like and subscribe for more of these deep dive updates after every major session. Let's talk Piastri. Last year, the Aussie rookie made headlines for his controversial switch from Alpine to McLaren. Many questioned the move. Was it wise to ditch a works team for a midfield squad struggling with pace? But 2024 has changed the narrative. Under the technical leadership of Andrea Stella and with major aero and suspension overhauls, McLaren has clawed its way back into podium contention. And Oscar has grown into one of the most composed, analytical drivers on the grid. Here's what we're seeing from him in Spain. Turn 3 consistency. A notoriously difficult corner, but Piastri was apex perfect lap after lap. Confidence on brakes, especially into Sector 3, where many struggled with rear stability. Communication with the pit wall, calm, clear, precise, giving engineers gold for race prep. The paddock knows Piastri isn't just Lando's teammate anymore. He's a future race winner, so maybe sooner than we think. And if you think that's impressive, wait until we tell you how Hamilton's FP2 performance stole hearts, despite not stealing the top spot. Lewis Hamilton, a name that needs no introduction. 7-time world champion, legend, icon. And still somehow the center of F1 attention at every Grand Prix. In FP2, Hamilton didn't go fastest, but he did something that reminded fans, critics, and even his rivals why he's still the man. After a difficult FP1 where he struggled with front-end grip and balance, Hamilton came back in FP2 with a different setup and a different mindset. By lap 5 of his long-run stint, Hamilton was lapping faster than the Red Bulls and Ferraris ahead of him. His pace in high-deg simulations was nothing short of remarkable. Ted Kravitz even said during the Sky F1 broadcast, "This isn't just Hamilton running laps. This is Hamilton developing a win setup." But it wasn't just the pace. After the session, Hamilton was spotted hopping the pit wall to personally greet a young fan who had a handmade sign saying, "Lewis, you're my hero." The moment went viral in seconds. Fans online and at the track dubbed him Hero of the Day. It was classic Lewis, pace with presence, emotion with excellence. Now imagine that energy meeting Piastri's rising star in Sunday's race. If you're enjoying these behind-the-scenes details, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because we'll be covering every second of the Spanish Grand Prix this weekend. Let's take a minute to appreciate the circuit itself. Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya is no walk in the park. It's a mix of high-speed corners, technical sections, and serious tire punishment. Why is FP2 here especially important? Because this is the session where teams simulate race conditions. Long stints, full tanks, real-world grip levels. And it's exactly where we saw Piastri and Hamilton shine. Not just for one-lap speed, but for overall race potential. Key sectors. Sector 1, pure downforce. Red Bull still leads here, but McLaren's gains are visible. Sector 2, a driver's sector. Trail-breaking late apexes where Hamilton was magic. Sector 3, the trickiest. Rear grip falls off here. Watch Mercedes and Ferrari, who've historically struggled. Expect this track to expose weaknesses. Sunday isn't just about pole. It's about who can maintain the lead lap after lap. The old balance of power is shifting. Red Bull still leads on paper, but on this track, they're vulnerable. Let's hear what the drivers had to say after FP2. Oscar Piastri. The car felt great. We've been building something strong since Miami. We're not just chasing results anymore, we're chasing wins. Lewis Hamilton. We made some changes after FP1, and they worked. I love racing here. This track tells you the truth, and today, we found something worth building on. Max Verstappen. Not our best day. We're lacking rear grip, but we'll find it. We always do. Charles Leclerc. Tricky session. Balance wasn't there, but we know where the issues are. It's clear that Piastri and Hamilton are mentally locked in, and their teams are backing them with upgrades that work. Don't go anywhere, because our final segment will give you bold predictions for Sunday. And trust us, there are some wild cards to watch out for. So what happens on race day? If FP2 tells the truth, and it often does, here's our forecast. Race win contenders. Oscar Piastri. Yes, really Lewis Hamilton. If tire strategy plays into Mercedes' hands, Max Verstappen, never count him out. Even on a bad Friday wildcards, Fernando Alonso at home. You never know. McLaren isn't just back. They're threatening the status quo. And Mercedes? They might be the ones leading the charge into the 2026 era with a Hamilton-led resurgence. And as for Piastri, remember his name. If this pace holds, he could become the first new race winner of 2025. And there you have it, a Friday full of surprises at the Spanish Grand Prix. From Oscar Piastri's statement session that has turned heads in every garage, to Lewis Hamilton proving that heart, experience, and raw determination can still set the tone in this ever-evolving grid. FP2 wasn't just a practice session, it was a preview of war. As we look toward qualifying and race day, this much is clear. The pecking order is shifting. Red Bull isn't untouchable. McLaren is no longer a sleeping giant, they're roaring. And Mercedes? They're not fading, they're fighting. But F1 isn't just about the cars, it's about stories. About redemption, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of glory. Oscar Piastri is writing his, Lewis Hamilton is rewriting his. And Max Verstappen? He'll do everything to defend his. And that's why we do what we do here at Fuel Up Daily. We don't just cover lap times, we uncover narratives, we go beyond the press releases to bring you the real pulse of the paddock. Whether you're new to the sport, or you've been watching since Senna and Prost, this is your home. So if you haven't already, smash that like button. It helps more fans find their way into our paddock. Subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you qualifying breakdowns, race debriefs, and exclusive insight all season long. Turn on notifications, because in F1, the drama doesn't wait for the weekend. Comment below. Tell us, do you believe Piastri has what it takes to win his first GP? Is Lewis Hamilton really mounting a comeback? And can Red Bull stay ahead with the pressure closing in? We read every comment, we reply, and we fuel this community together. And hey, if you're feeling generous, share this video with a fellow F1 fan. Bring them into the Fuel Up Daily crew. Because the more fans we have around the world, the louder our voice becomes in this sport we all love. This is what Formula One is all about. Pressure, precision, pride, and passion.